A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. I'm Ritwika Gupta. Conversation lined up with Aparna Thyagarajan, co-founder and chief product officer, Shobitam. In this segment, I caught up with Aparna Thyagarajan, co-founder and chief product officer of Shobitam, who shared her journey of promoting Indian heritage globally, overcoming market challenges, and some advice for today's entrepreneurs. Listen in. Aparna, pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Likewise, Ritwika, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me here.
So, Aparna, I think your entrepreneurial journey with Shobitam is really fascinating, especially because you're promoting something so uniquely Indian on a global stage. And this also aligns with our theme this season, Powering Entrepreneurs for the Global Stage, which encourages ambitious, globally minded entrepreneurs. So, could you share what inspired you to start Shobitam?
Sure. So I'm basically a proud Indian who grew up in Delhi and Chennai and got married, moved to the United States. And like everyone else, as they say, you can take an Indian out of India, but you cannot take Indianness out of an Indian, right? So that's exactly what happened in my case too. And after moving abroad, I felt the need to be connected to my homeland even more. And a big part of doing it is through our culture, right? Whether it is our food, whether it is cricket, movies. And for me, decor and clothing became a big part of it.
Okay.
I found a lot of pride in, our Indian clothes. And there was always this passion for fashion from a very young age. So I would love to design clothes from a very young age. I did my sister's second birthday dress to my wedding lehenga. So after I went there, I found that it was very hard to get authentic products and also end-to-end offerings. And I think on the supply chain side, there were weavers out there, but it was the middle people who are making all the money. And I really felt that the weavers needed a global stage. And, with my tech background, I saw that there was a huge potential to disrupt this space. And I think the passion just fueled that big leap of faith. So that's how Shobitam started.
Aparna, when dealing with the Indian market, what would you say are some of the biggest challenges here?
So one thing with the Indian market is it's highly fragmented, right? So highly fragmented. And the other major problem, that I came across was a lot of the market is just flooded with replica products. So something that's actually called Kanjivarams and Banarsis, pure silks, when they're not really so. So when you order something online, it is sold as something, but when you receive it, it is something else, right? And we started off Shobitam with the vision to democratize ethnic fashion. So that was our big mission. And the way we actually did this, overcame these was basically being totally vertically integrated. So completely eliminating middle people and working directly with weavers to, get most unique designs at the best value pricing.
So earlier you spoke about the weaving community. Can you talk to us about collaborating with artisans and smaller businesses? And I ask this especially because you're based outside of India. How did you create and maintain these synergies?
So the interesting thing is, my sister and I, we are Tamilians, we grew up in Delhi, and between us, we speak 7 languages, right? So we could cover most of India, connect with them. We are also very culturally diverse. So I think that really helped form those connections with our weavers. And another thing is, the designs that we brought in. So it was not just buying and selling, just taking off designs that our weavers and artisans had. We would co-create a lot of our designs, which, both of us enjoyed. The weavers also enjoyed, we also enjoyed. So I think that really made a difference working at the grassroots level. And one particular thing that I want to mention is, we started off Shobitam, and soon after COVID hit us. And I think for us, we had just started off, and it was hard because for weavers, it was not just the looms being shut off, it was also their stoves that were being shut off. And, we said we have to do something for them. So very early on, we launched programs like Shobitam Give and Shobitam Care, where we provided dry rations for more than 600 weaver families. And I think that really strengthened our bond, where they became really loyal to us. And it really helped us build a rich supplier moat. And I think that's been a key differentiator apart from, just strengthening our relationship with them.
Great. So, Aparna, you also spoke about coming from a tech background. Tell us, how did your background and experience at Microsoft, contribute to building Shobitam, especially in the areas of, e-commerce and branding?
So, I had a very different background from what, I'm doing now. So I worked for Microsoft in Seattle and Silicon Valley for over a decade. And yes, what I brought with me was the tech experience. So at the core of Shobitam is a very rich technology stack, which is the backbone of all things Shobitam. I think that is the one that really helps us scale and helps us being vertically integrated, helps us being connected with our weavers. So we built a lot of our own proprietary solutions, like Right Track app, for example, which gives us completely inventory visibility and so on. Apart from just the technology aspect, I feel it has also helped bring in good corporate culture. The culture here is very different from what it is outside of India. So I think that people like it. And I think it's also helped them identify leaders.
Sure.
And, have good representation, not just in our leadership team, but also our advisory board. So we have leaders from Amazon, Microsoft, HubSpot, etc. So that's been a key differentiator as well.
So how do you foresee the intersection of fashion and technology evolving in the coming years, Aparna?
In the coming years, I think it's going to be more and more of personalization and customization, right? So rather than, people are really looking for things that connect with them. And yes, everybody does personalization and customization in a small scale, but what is the true differentiator is doing it at scale, right? For us, one of the things is we've launched our own blouse stitching solution,
sure,
which is patent pending, very different. So it's a very sticky solution where, we think, if you think women are complex, getting the perfect blouse for women is even more complex, right? So we have a proprietary solution, which I think has been possible through the use of technology, AI, and ML. So the real intersection is personalization and customization using AI and ML.
Aparna, could you also share your funding journey with us? I understand you raised $1.5 million in a seed round in 2022 from Hearth Ventures. How did this funding impact Shobitam's growth?
So funding is an integral part of any startup, right? So initially we were completely bootstrapped. In 2022, we went ahead with Hearth Ventures. And the reason we went with them over another consumer tech fund was because Hearth Ventures is sector focused. So they are in the handloom arts and crafts space. So we really saw them as the perfect strategic partner to open doors for us and bring a lot of strategic value. And over the years, yes, it has made a lot of difference because we are able to take big, bold bets, right? So, for example, getting in a brand ambassador as Vidya Balan, which has been a game changer for us and pave our way, in the India market. That's one. Second is, acquiring other complementary companies. So we acquired House of Blouse, a company that specializes in custom blouses last year. And just today, we actually acquired this company called Isadora Life, which is a Raipur-based company, and they are into 1-minute saris. So it really has helped us. The funding has helped us do things more confidently. And another thing is we're going to be launching our first omni-channel experience store in Bangalore. And all this has been made possible through funding.
Fantastic. So what advice would you give to entrepreneurs who aspire to build a world-class brand from India for the global market?
Yeah, I would just say dream big, follow your passion, and the rest will just follow along.
And finally, what's the road ahead for Shobitam? What can we expect from the brand in the near future?
One thing is, like I said, our vision is to democratize ethnic fashion. And how do we make it relevant to future generations, and how do we make it relevant to the global community? Because what we are really trying to do is build a brand that is made in India for the world. So examples of things that we are doing in that direction is how do you make like fabrics, rich Banarsi fabrics, rich Kanjivaram fabrics, relatable to a global community? And what we did, is design trench coats, do skirts. So, innovation has been the key. Innovation and operation excellence has been the key in making sure that, we are not just preserving our rich textile heritage, but also making sure that they thrive in the future years.
Well, all the very best to you. Thank you so much, Aparna. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you so much.